Brian stood on the high diving board. He looked over the edge where his toes were. The pool seemed so narrow. He thought that he would hit the concrete far below him. He looked back over his shoulder and saw that his older brother was climbing the steps to the diving board. Brian didn't really want to make the leap. He had no idea how to dive. His brother was getting closer and Brian was afraid of being pushed off. His brother sometimes did things like that. Only last week he had shoved Brian when he was going down the stairs. It was fortunate that they were almost at the bottom when he did that. Taking a deep breath, Brian jumped.
Good, nice reading, Ruby, well done. Why did Brian think he would hit the concrete?
Probably because he was close to it.
Why did he look back over his shoulder?
To see where his brother was.
When Brian looked back, where did he see his brother?
On the stairs, or coming up to the diving board.
Why do you think Brian went up on the high diving board?
Probably thought that he was confident, but he didn't know.
It was fortunate that they were almost at the bottom when he did it. What does fortunate mean?
Fortunate, like, I'm not really sure.
Alright. How do you think Brian feels about his brother?
A tiny bit mean.
Why do you think that?
Because he pushes him and shoves him.
Do you think Brian had ever been on the high diving board before?
No.
Why do you think that?
Because he was scared.
Why did Brian decide to jump when he did?
Because his brother was getting closer.
So why did Brian decide to jump?
So, because maybe his brother might push him.
Alright. Now I just want to go back to question number 1. Why did Brian think he would hit the concrete? You said probably because he was near the edge. Can you just have a look through the text and see if you can find something in the text that shows you? Something in the text that shows you why he think he might hit the concrete.
Because the concrete was far below him.
Alright, yes, the concrete was far below. What else that made him think that he would hit the concrete rather than perhaps the pool?
He might jump the wrong way.
Alright. Thank you, Ruby.